Hey y'all, what's up? This is just a touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies, huh? What y'all out there doing? Oh my gosh, are y'all out there just being so thorough and so wise? Listen, I am out here being thorough and wise, and I know that y'all are too. And why do I tell you that I know it, huh? Tell me this, why? First of all, because God made you that way. Shout out to you, God, for making all of us thorough and wise. Yes, He is a rewarder to those who diligently seek Him. Oh my God, God is amazing. I'm telling you, if you're a believer, you know that. You know it. You like, yes, He is. The way He just brings stuff to you, child, and mama got to drop a dime on you because of that very thing. But before I do, I got to tell you, what is the second reason why y'all are out there just being so thorough and so wise? Why do I know? The second reason. Come on, y'all. Say it with me. Because y'all are out here listening to me. Shoot, and you got to be thorough and wise if you were out here listening to me. Because this is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know I put it out there in pieces for you. Even for the haters. And what do we say to these haters, y'all? Huh? Hi, haters. Because y'all need this to work too. Yes, y'all need this work too. What's cracking with my babies? Oh my gosh, man. Listen, I'm sitting here just chilling. Look, let me tell y'all what I just did. I got a little hungry. I was going to work out. And I said, you know what? I got a little hungry. But before I go ahead and do what it is that I do, do I really want to eat? Because you know, you home, you quarantine, you got to ask yourself that question. Am I really hungry or am I just like bored or something? So I'm like, I go ahead and I figured out, you really hungry, girl. You got to eat. So I said, what is it that I want? So, here God always laying something on my heart. I'm like, I've been refusing, y'all. Y'all got to pray for me. I have been like, you know what? No, I ain't making this. I ain't making that. I'm tired of it. I just been cooking for like the last 2-3 weeks for y'all. Just making all type of inventions and getting all these downloads of these amazing recipes. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it now? So I'm like, I don't want anything heavy, just something real light. So, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make me some polenta, some corn grits. So I'm like, okay, I like it with ahi tuna, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'll make me tuna and some grits, polenta grits, just corn grits. Here go God. Always trying to bring something out of me, this creativity. Here I go. Start getting the download, right? Put some kale in that. Put some cumin in that. Put a little lemon. Throw a little wine. I'm in there like, oh my gosh, I done created a whole dish. So I ate the dish, tore the dish up, sitting here, and then I start thinking. And y'all know what happens when I start thinking, y'all. I said, oh my God, no. I got to give my babies this wisdom. I start thinking, it start coming to me. Yes, they'll start coming to me, and I was like this, somebody needs this work. Somebody needs this wisdom. Y'all out there going through anything where y'all need some work and some wisdom or something? Seriously. Or y'all out there doing it? Anybody feel like they lost to the sauce, don't know what's going on? They over here, they over there. But before I go there, hold on. Shout out to y'all out in Nigeria and everywhere. I always give y'all shout outs because y'all are really thorough. Y'all really thorough and y'all really wise. Y'all out here doing what it is that y'all do. And I'm like this, wow. Y'all show so much love and support. Y'all really be hitting me up. Somebody just hit me up today. Girl, shout out to you. Asked me stuff about macaroni and cheese and my opinion on things and all of that. Yes, y'all can always contact me, hit me up. Just ask questions or whatever. There's the number that you can call. And then you can hit me up in any of my inboxes or anything like that. I will get up with you. I'll get up with you. Some of y'all got my personal number and stuff. Y'all be hitting me up and everything. And I'm so proud of y'all. Keep doing what you're doing, getting first apartments and first cars and just y'all out here making moves, writing second books and third books and everything. And y'all checking on me like, are you doing what you're supposed to do? I love that about y'all. Y'all so thorough. Y'all be hitting me up like, you all right over there? You know, yeah, we got a whole little relationship type thing going on. So call in, talk to me, let me know. And I just want to say I appreciate your love and support. Now I got to get back to this dime I got to drop on y'all. So I dropped the dime on y'all earlier about, going back, to go forward, starting over because they're getting ready to lift, so they say, temporarily. I don't know what they got going on. Where they let y'all do this little interacting and stuff, a test run, allegedly, See how many people catch the corona. Y'all be safe out there. Stay in quarantine, okay? But I talked to y'all about that earlier. And then I got a whole nother download. I was sitting here thinking about us as people living out here in this world. Just trying to live the life that we want to live. You understand what I'm saying? Like the new life. The new life. Anybody out there just like, you know what? You've made a decision to turn your life around, okay? You just like, you know what? I got to turn this thing around. Now, there might have been a time before you decided to turn it around that you was really like just sitting, just thinking, this is impossible. This is not going to work. Like, I could never do that. Like, you kind of just don't believe in yourself a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Because it just looks like it's way far going, Like, it's just like, that couldn't happen to me. Me, of all people, you kind of think like that. Anybody out there feeling like that? Huh? Like, you just don't know. You just like, I don't know what the heck, But you made this decision. And now you're trying to, do something different. Doing what it is that you do. You over here to the left, you just flipped around, did a split, came up, did the whole 1-2 step. You trying to like get it together and just do it different. But it doesn't seem like it's working for you. Anybody out there going through that? Like, seriously, I know that was a really deep, anybody out there going through that? But is it somebody out there because it ain't always easy. You really be trying. You be like, oh my God, I'm trying. It just don't work for you. Like, you try to this way, you try to that way, weight loss. Okay? You like, look, okay, I'm going to do this fasting thing where I don't eat until later. Speed your body up. You get into keto and all this other stuff. You start losing weight. Then after a while, that don't work. And then you try the lap band or the surgery or something like that. Because look, you out there just trying. You trying wherever. Let me see if it worked this way. And you went ahead, you did that, and that didn't work for you. And then you did a real quick fasting, cleansing, and dropped 20 pounds, but then gained weight again. It's just not working for you. Then you try to go ahead, you want to go to the gym. Look, this is horrible. You go to the gym, you start working out in the gym, then the whole corona thing come out. And they lock the gym down. Now you can't even go to the gym. You at home man, look. You can't leave. You mad. Y'all all around the world rocking with me, friends everywhere. Y'all out your balconies. You just mad. You I'm tired. Why, Jay? What is going on? Why can't I just do this? Anybody out there feeling like that? Like maybe you're in a relationship. You try to make the relationship work. Shout out to the Love Doctor series, Be always in that here and there, Giving it to you a little different this time. Just a touch of that, baby. Y'all know I got to put out there pieces for you. But look, you in this relationship. And you just oh my God, no matter what you do, it just don't seem like it's yielding anything tangible. Seriously, it's just you damn you do, you damn you don't. You don't know if you want to hang it up, keep it. You don't know what's going on. You just why? It just nothing seems to be working for you. With your children. Oh, you got these adult children. You want to talk about the adult children? Because y'all know we all been there, done that. If you have adult children and you got them and they trying to grow up and do what it is that they do, you nervous as they all out here in this world. This world is crazy. They just don't seem to try to get your wise counsel that you giving to them. And you just you're going to have to learn on your own. Anybody out there just struggling with that with the kids? You You gotta let this fool learn. You know, they like in their early 20s, 30s and stuff or whatever they got going on. I don't know what you got going on, but your kids, they doing stuff, alcohol, drugs, all type of stuff, in jail, not quitting college, starting college, having babies, getting married, like wanting to run away to another country. I don't know, but just, they ain't right. And you got in your head, you know what? They just got to learn on their own. That's what I want to talk to you about. Sometimes you just got to learn on your own. We pray about all this stuff. God help me. God this, God that, God this, God that. Sometimes, you know what's so crazy about that? Asking God for stuff. When he give it to you, you don't want it. Oh my gosh. I don't want to have to drop a dime on nobody, but I'm just saying, sometimes God gives you these things out here. And you be praying for him, God, help me, God, I need this, God, give it to me. And then he makes it a way that you can have it, and then, you don't want that. Listen, sometimes we just got to learn on our own. Man, this is just a touch of it, baby. I go everywhere with them pieces. But I want to talk to you specifically about just having to learn on your own. Sometimes, we don't see what we got going on. You want to know why? Because in our heads, sometimes we think it's impossible. Impossible because we don't really believe. Y'all getting this? Okay, let me see. And mama try to wrap this thing up. I don't want to drop it down on you too soon with it, but we don't believe. Okay, so look, we got all these things going on and everything's up against us, right? Oh my God, I'm just trying, it ain't working here, it ain't working there, right? Ask yourself the question, do you really believe that it's going to work? Because the first thing is belief. Okay, here's the scripture. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean to your own understanding. So all my ways acknowledge him. He's going to direct my path, right? All my ways. I got to acknowledge him, right? Okay, here's another one real quick. If you ain't get them pieces. Try this one, right? How can God strengthen an eye that can't do? Okay, that's from T.D. Jakes. Okay, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. If you're a believer, right? But how can God strengthen an eye that can't do? You have to first believe in you in order for things to manifest. All right, come on, rock with me. Come on now, I ain't lose you. Rock with me. You still there? You got to believe in yourself first, right? So while all these things seem to just keep being a mess for you in your life, ask yourself, wait a minute, am I really believing in better? Because see, sometimes, we be like, look, everything going to be okay. I'm doing good. I'm trying and all of that. But are you really believing that it's going to work? Or do you still have doubts? Because if you have doubts, as a man thinketh in his heart, a lady thinketh, so is he. Sometimes you have doubts. So things might actually be working, but to you, they not working. Okay, let me go over here to the left over here like this. It's all about what you believe. Everything is a reflection of you. So you're really believing that you're really doing what it is that you're supposed to do. It's a reflection of you, right? What you believe. You're reaping what you're sowing. So if it's not going correctly, oh my God, y'all made me stand up on that one. Ask yourself why it isn't. Okay, let me try it like this. Okay, in the Bible, there's a story. Moses, okay. God gave a big assignment to somebody that was just so small. He was scared, a runaway, hiding. And God was out there years, lost. And God's trying to tell him, look, do this. You got this. I need you to go out there. I need you to tell my peoples this and lead them through, the wilderness and all that. He no, if I go out there, they will not believe me. If I try to go out there and tell them, they will not believe me. Do you get that? Yeah, like how we out here, we keep saying we're trying, but it's not working. If I try to go out there, they will not believe me. Because he didn't believe in himself. God didn't even, when he was talking to God about that, he didn't even pay attention to what he said because that was just a reflection of what he felt about himself. God was telling him, this is what you can do. Because I'm with you. I got you. So this is what you can do. So he's no, go out there and tell him what I said. That's how God is with us. Y'all getting this? Sometimes we got to learn on our own. Because he's with us. Everything is going to be okay. This is just touch day, baby. I'm trying to put this out in pieces for you. I really, really am. He's with us, so everything's going to be okay. But at first, it starts with us. It's about our belief system. All things are possible to those who believe. If it's impossible, if it seems hard, and you keep saying, I'm trying, instead of doing, not trying, doing it, you'll see. Okay, so fast forward to the next part, right? This is what happened with Moses. With Moses, God's like, look, boom. What is it that you have in your hand? You're like, it's a rod. He like, throw it down. He throw the rod down. Rod turns into a snake. That's what it says, right? Serpent. He's rolling. He's running around. He's wilding. Oh my God, I can't believe it. No. God's trying to make him a believer. He's trying to show him, look, this is what I gave you. You see what I could do with situations in your life? I change it into whatever I want to change it to. But you have to believe. Oh my God, I hope you're getting this. But you have to believe. If you don't want to go ahead and believe, then how are you going to get this? See, all things, again, are possible to those who believe. You have to believe, and you have to believe in yourself first, because, see, he would have never took the rod that he had in his hand and threw it down if he didn't believe in himself first. He believed. He was listening to what God said, but he believed in himself. Right? So God telling him to pick it back up. Now he's telling him to pick up what he's afraid of. Child, any of y'all out there going through that? Like, you just scared. You like, look, everywhere I try this way, I try that way. It ain't working. Now you just afraid. You like, I don't even want to touch it. Because if I touch it, it probably ain't going to work. But what Moses did is he grabbed that thing up. Took it by the tail. Grabbed that thing up. And you know what happened? It changed when it got in his hand. Because he touched it by faith. Believing in himself. Oh, man, this is just a touch of J, baby. I am really trying to put this out there in pieces for you. I really am. Some of y'all, not all of us, just, some of y'all, I've been there and done that. We feel like we keep trying. And we're not getting nowhere. Right? Because really, sometimes we just don't believe in us. We think we're believing, but we're not. Because all things are possible to those that believe. And if it's impossible to you and you feel like it's something that you just cannot do, and all things are possible to those that believe, you don't believe in you. And this is just such a baby. I hate when I get these crazy downloads sometimes, because I got to go ahead, I got to drop a dime on you. Like, a lot of people, we blame everybody else. Oh, this ain't working. It's the people at work. And it's the kids. Something's wrong with the kids. And it's my husband. He crazy. Something wrong with him. But maybe something's wrong with you. And I just want you to, flip your mind around on that right there. You got to drop a dime on yourself sometimes. You got to be like, I got to check myself before I wreck myself. Shout out to y'all, that made that song. Y'all so down and so wise. Yes. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Come on, you got to believe in you. Okay, so look, Mama dropped a dime on you. It was real quick. It was easy. It was simple. But when you out here and you're just like, oh my God, it's not working. Remember this. I'll give you a couple pointers. Number one, as a man thinketh, woman thinketh, so is he. So whatever you're thinking, that's what you're going to be. That's what you're going to get. Okay? A tree by its fruits. Trees grow. They produce things, right? I'm just saying. What are you rooted to that's not bringing forth fruit? It's just a touch there, baby. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. That's it. All right, I think we're on number 3, right? All things are possible to those that believe. Okay? So if it's impossible and you feel like it's impossible and you're telling yourself it's impossible, this ain't gonna work, I tried this way, I tried that way and all that, well, you don't believe, because all things are possible to those that believe. Let me try to end it like this real quick, okay? It would be like me trying to convert someone and have them go ahead and come over to my faith and what I believe, right? Come on, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I'm trying all these different ways to try to show them what I believe. If they don't believe it, it sounds like nothing to them. Do you understand that? Because all things are possible to those that believe. You'll walk by faith and not by sight. You'll trust in the Lord with all your heart, and you won't lean to your own understandings. In all your ways, you will acknowledge him, because you'll know that he's going to direct your path because you believe. So if you don't believe and you feel like it's impossible, number one, it starts with you. What do you believe? You believe in you? Do you believe in God? What is it that you really believe in? Because that, my friends, is just a touch of J. Okay? And I got to put that out there in pieces for you. Seriously. Because while you out here, you point them fingers. I always tell you, when you point the fingers, sometimes you miss the point. It has a lot to do with you first. What do you believe? In you, in a higher power, in whatever. Okay? Because all things are possible to those that believe. Okay? Trust me. This is just a touch of J, baby. All you got to do is just do what it is that you're supposed to. You know what? I just got a little download. God want me to share this with y'all real quick. I can't. I got to do it before I go. I got to share this, okay? Jericho, right? Jericho people, okay? The Jericho victories. I will bring it to y'all another time, but there's a point. I got to say something to you, okay? What happened is that their faith was tested, okay? They had been promised the land of milk and honey, land of Canaan, all right? In the Bibles, they got, they was promised this, okay? So now they come up to Jericho. Oh my gosh. Jericho was something else. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, Jericho was off the hook. Tall, big, virtually impregnable. Like, you couldn't do nothing to Jericho. Jericho was just like big old wall, just like, this whole block thing. Like basically when y'all are really trying and it's, you say you're trying and it ain't working, it's like a wall up. Okay. Basically, you imagine that, just big, like so big, like it's just the God's word said it was unconquerable. Okay. All right. So what happened is God gave him these instructions and he was like, listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to, walk around the walls. I need you to have faith in me. That's it. Don't do nothing else. Because God was trying to let him see, like, listen, your faith is going to do this. Nothing else is going to do this. Okay. Because you need your faith to keep on going to the next thing. Oh my gosh. I hope somebody got that. Okay. So your faith, I got to teach you. Remember, you got to learn on your own. Okay. So I hope you guys get it. Come on now. Work with me. Okay, so you got to learn on your own. So this is what he tells me. He said, look, I need you to walk around this city. I need you to, this wall. I need you to do this whole little thing. Walk around this, okay, let's say 7 days. Okay. Then on this day, I need you to shout, victory. And look, it's going to come down. And they like, what? Because their faith had failed them before. But this time they like, you know what? Look, I'm a trust guy. Baby, I don't know. Maybe it might work. Who knows? Let me just do what I'm supposed to do. So what they did is they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And the wall came down. Okay. Now God just dropped that in my spirit because he wants me to tell you that maybe you're not doing what he's telling you to do. And that's why it's impossible for you. And it's hard. Like, that God's laying something on your heart. You're supposed to do it, but you choose otherwise. Oh my God. I don't know who that's for. But look, this is just a touch day, baby. I'm just trying to put that out there in pieces for you. Try to do it the way that he's telling you to do it and see if it works. Yeah, because that's faith, right? And that's belief. That's belief. And if you want to believe in you first, you believe that you can do it. Okay, come on. All right. And if you believe that God is telling you to do it a certain way, look, this is just a touch of it, baby. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. You might want to go ahead and try that out. Because Jericho, that's how they won their victory. It came down. They didn't have to do nothing but what God told them to do. It's very, very easy. Sometimes things are impossible just because we don't believe in us enough to say, you know what? I can trust something outside of myself. This God thing might really be what it's here for. I might really, let me see if it go this way. Believing in yourself, believing what you have. You have God. He's enough. Oh my gosh, he's enough. He's giving you these different ways and stuff, and some of y'all don't want that. You want it, but then you don't want it when he give it to you. Because again, you don't believe in yourself. Impossible because you don't believe. All things are possible to those that believe. When they believe, they hear. You hear differently. Oh my gosh. Come on. Noah. Then I'm going to let y'all go because I look, this is just a touch day. Y'all don't want these pieces. That's why I got to put it out this simple because it'd be a lot of pieces. But let's take a look at Noah. God told him, build that ark, Noah, do what I said I needed to be just like this. He followed the directions. Oh my gosh, to the T. Thank you, God. To the T, he laid it out for him. He said, I need you to make this just like this. And he said, all right. And he didn't know why he was making it. Noah was drunk. He was out there butt naked. Okay? One time or another. Okay? But he listened to what God said. He wasn't perfect, but he listened. And they laughed at him. Oh my gosh. He kept trying to tell him, listen, look, this was going on. I'm trying to warn you. Look. They didn't want to hear that. No, they didn't want to hear it. Laughed at him, called him crazy. Something was wrong with him. But he listened. And you know what happened? That rain came. He rained and it stormed. It rained. 40 days, 40 nights. Everyone died. He went ahead. He got everything that he needed to get the God told him to get. Put on the boat with him and everything. And he wound up winning in the end. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Because he believed. What are you believing in? Seriously. It starts with you. All right? So look. Moving right on along to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right. Doing what it is that I do. Mama just had to drop a dime on you. Okay, I need y'all to get this thing right. Get this thing together. 2020 vision, right? You doing things differently, but it always starts with your belief. You. If things are impossible and stuff ain't working out for you, check yourself. All right? You might be wrecking yourself. Now look, how y'all want me to end this? Mama just had to drop a dime on y'all. Okay, yes. I get y'all that wisdom and knowledge, that virtue. Oh, I got a lesson that I'm giving out to all my guys. Okay, look, this is so thorough, so I'm so excited. I'm going to show y'all how to find your wife. Oh my gosh, I just dropped a dime on y'all. That, you want to make sure you want to listen to that. I'm going to show you how to find your wife. I'm going to tell you everything you need to do. How you need to pay attention to it, everything. After this right here, y'all going to get the book, How to Find a Wife. Oh my God, y'all going to get that. Y'all going to get that? Yeah, I'm going to tell you how to find a wife. So please make sure that you're tuning in. And ladies, you could tune in too, because you might want to learn about how to be one. But I'm going to tell y'all, how to find a wife. Yeah, man, this is about to change the game right here. When God dropped that in my spirit, oh my God. And the card game, that's going to turn y'all out too. Oh my God. Look, this is just a touch of J. Look, I'm spitting out pieces. Let me go ahead and stop. Okay, let me end this real quick. But I love y'all. Stay tuned, okay? Because that stuff is definitely okay there. Okay, just waiting, to be put out there, pieces for you, okay? Let's say, I'm thinking I'm going to end it like this. Who is this? No, that was too ghetto. Let me go back to the sexy one. Okay, y'all ready? Who is this? Every time I try to say that voice, I swear I'll be cracking myself up. All right, hold on. Let me get it together for y'all. Sexy Janet Jackson. Sexy Janet Jackson, Barry White voice. You ready? Who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? Huh? This is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know I gotta put it out to in pieces for you. I don't know if that was a good one or not, but look, all right. What do I tell y'all next? Don't let nobody make you feel like you ain't throwing wise. Like, please don't. Like, I don't have time for that. You don't got time for that. Like, because for real, really, it's still about you believing in you. Because when somebody can make you feel like you ain't throwing wise, that got a lot to do with you. Because if you know who you are, you know who you are not. So I got to remind y'all, please don't do that. Because if you do that, you ain't thorough and wise. You ain't being your thorough and wise. You know, you ain't walking in that at this moment. And you got to get that together. Always try to walk into that. And don't make yourself feel like that neither, okay? Now look, moving to the next thing. What do I tell y'all? Shine on them. Cause they hate it, baby. Yes. Let that little light on the inside of you shine bright like a diamond. Woo, yeah. I shine bright like a diamond. Like Rihanna. You gotta let that light shine bright. Don't try to dim nothing down because somebody is too bright for them. Please don't do that. Oh my God, that's a whole podcast episode. Please don't do that. Don't do it. You can't. You want to know why? Because like, that's just real corny when you got to bring yourself down. I mean, I know sometimes you just be shining and it just be so much. They just can't. Trust me, I know it, okay? They don't even know what to do with it because you just that thorough. But don't bring it down, okay? They got to come on up to it, okay? It's calling them, okay? The lights. They got to go to the light. You don't come on down and dim you. No, don't do that. Okay, so shine bright like a diamond. Shout out to you, Rihanna, if you listening, because you never know who listening to you, child. They all be listening a bit. All right, so, what's the last thing that I tell y'all? The last thing that I tell y'all is spread love, man. Because it's the Brooklyn way. And this is just a touch of it, baby. I'm just trying to put it out there in peace for you. That's it. Y'all got to spread love. Please spread love. Okay? Like, oh my God, don't ever get to the point where you don't want to spread no love and you don't want to love and you don't want to get no love. That is not cool. And this is just a touch of it, baby. Y'all know I've been there with some of them pieces. You don't want to do that. No. Spread love. Love is amazing. Love is kind. It's patient. It's everything. It just feels so good when you just be in love. You just got that love all over you. And you just be like, yes. You know, you play your music and everything just makes you just feel so lovely. That's why you got to give love. Okay? Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. All right? And look, I'm skating on up out of here. You know, I just had to put that out there in pieces for you. I really, really did. I need y'all to get there. It's a belief thing. Everything's coming up against you. You know, it's not working. It's a belief thing. Trust me. Listen to what I said. All things are possible to those that believe. If you believe. If you don't, things will be impossible because you believe that they are. You only can believe or not believe. Which one you doing? Huh? I'm up out of here. This is just a touch of J, baby. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I had to drop a dime on you like that, but you know, I keep trying to tell y'all. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you, baby. That's it. All right, so look, check me out on Beat Break Radio and everything I got going on. You know, shout out to the TV networks, everybody, all the blue checks in my story showing me love. Shout out to y'all, shout out to everybody. Much love to you. Be safe out here with this coronavirus stuff. Enjoy your life and just have an amazing time. And I guess, you know, I'll holler back at you again, you know, when I got something to say. And for the last time, baby, this is just a touch of you. I just had to put that out there in pieces for you. I love you. I love my babies. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all. This is just a touch of J, baby. What y'all out there doing? Y'all out there shining on them because they hate it, baby. Living your best life. Huh? Doing what it is that you do? Well, listen, Mama got to drop a dime on y'all, but I want y'all to listen to the song of the week, right? Yeah, it's a remake, you know, with just a touch of J to it. All right, let me know what y'all think. Call in, all right? Yeah, full songs are going to be coming up soon, and make sure y'all go over to Making Love and V's Kitchen, baby. And check out the Just a Touch of J app, too. Mama just dropped the sweet potato brownie recipe for y'all on the Just a Touch of J app. Y'all want that. Trust me. I know you do. Alright? Listen to the songs. They up next. Y'all hear that? Yeah, man. This is just touch. Make sure y'all go over there making Love and Beats Kitchen, baby. Going over and making Love and Beats Kitchen, baby. Mama got some brownies. She prepared brownies for you, baby. Thanks for listening to the Just a Touch of J podcast, baby. I love you guys. I'm just trying to put it out. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces. Tell y'all this is just a touch of J. Trying to put it out there in pieces for you. What's up, y'all? Did y'all like that? Yeah, man. I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go over there making Love and Beats Kitchen, baby. I'm definitely putting it out there in pieces for you. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, this beat goes so hard, baby. Yeah, I keep trying to tell y'all this is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know that y'all can really just rock with this. Y'all know I put this out there in pieces for you. Significant others. Yeah, y'all can just take and chill to this one right here. Yeah, man. This beat goes so hard, baby. Y'all hear that? It's called the box. What do y'all know about the box? Yeah. Don't forget to make sure that y'all go over to making Love and Beats Kitchen, baby. Make sure y'all scroll around and gravitate. And baby, you know you're fine, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to give a shout out to the love of my life. Yeah, you know who you are. I need you to come and make Love and Beats Kitchen, baby. Little zucchini. Yeah. Matter of fact, make sure y'all keep checking that out over at Making Love and Beats Kitchen. Cause got some new kids that's coming to y'all. Yeah. I love you guys. Again, this is just a touch of J.